All right, welcome back to our video series on improving the productivity of your health club. So I'll give a quick recap on what we've gone through so far. We've talked about how in a health club, most health club managers are overwhelmed and they're battling on a daily and weekly basis to get the time to focus on the kind of activities that are going to produce the biggest outcome for them. So in our last video, we talked about some of the ways we can use automation to save time and start to free up time. And so the first one we talked about was using automated appointment confirmations through SMS, which is a great strategy. And we also talked about using workout templates, because most of the time, up to 80% of the time, trainers are just rewriting the same program over and over. So we want to automate anything that we're doing on a repetitive basis. So today we're going to focus on another two aspects of automation. So I've fixed up some of my handwriting on the board. Excuse my poor left hand writing again. So we'll dive straight into our third strategy. So our third strategy is what we call KPI reporting. So in any health club, there's going to be a number of things you need to measure on usually a monthly, or it can be a weekly basis. And these KPIs are obviously different for each club, but there tends to be some, main ones. We want to know things like how many new members have we got? How many of those new members have gone through an induction? We want to know how many actions our staff have taken from a retention perspective. We want to know how many reassessments we have due. There's a range of different KPIs. What I find with a lot of health club managers though, their reporting process is very manual. They have to dig in to really get the data. And in some instances, this can take up a whole day or half a day at the end of the month. And they have to collate various data and put it into reports and so forth. So this can become very time consuming when it doesn't need to be. If you've got the right software platform, generally these reports can be there at the tip of your fingers, where you can click a button and that information is there. Even better is having a KPI report that's delivered to your email at the end of each month or at the end of each week. So we know that anything where you have to, take action and log in or try and collate data tends to be kind of tedious and hard to get to. So by just having a report delivered to your inbox with all the KPIs that you're looking for can be a great way to save time. So again, we're using that automation factor to free up some time there. So really have a think about what are your key reports and how they can be delivered automatically to you. So you're spending 10 minutes a week reviewing your reports rather than half a day collating your reports. The next one in our automation process is what we call email templates. And this is similar to our workout templates example. So in a good health club, you'll be doing some form of follow-up with your members. The follow-up will might be just to check in to see how a member's going. It might be to say that they've got a reassessment coming up, or it'd be great if they did a reassessment to improve their chances of success. So what we know is that if you have your staff doing that, they're perhaps typing out these communications on an ongoing basis. And say if you've got, 100 members for the month that you need to do some form of personalized email for, that's a lot of kind of writing out. If we think of it, if we've got 100 members and each one takes, 2 minutes to write out, that's 200 minutes. So divided by 60, I'm not sure what that equals in terms of hours, but there's over 3 hours of time there to do that activity. And that can be cut down extensively if you have a library of templates for your email communications. It might be a template for a general member follow-up saying, hey, just checking in to see how you're doing. Please let us know if you have any questions. It might be a reassessment email template. The options are endless, but the key idea is if you've got templates and that can tie into your email system where a trainer just needs to click a button and that template will fill in for you, that can cut this time down each month to, a third or a quarter of the time it would take to do that. So email templates are another great way where you can free up some time through the process of automation. So have a think about those. Let us know if you have any questions, and we will continue with our last 2 automation strategies in our last email.